Hi guys, thanks for visiting again. I am really enjoying these conversations. I have to admit, today I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts. I don't know why, if something like is just in the air. I've talked to a couple of people today who seem more anxious than they've seen before, and they're not normally anxious people. And so just kind of wondering, is the day after day of this getting to us? Are we starting to question exactly what's going on? I don't know, but just kind of feel off. So I went outside this morning and cut some pretty flowers. I haven't arranged them yet, but who doesn't love beautiful blooms to pick you up. So these are for us. I wish I could hand deliver a bouquet to everybody, but I'm going to arrange these probably back on the hutch and here in the center piece of our kitchen table, and hopefully it'll help to kind of lift my spirits. I actually hear the neighbor boy outside. I think he's maybe like middle school age, but he is actually playing basketball. So sometimes kind of just the normalness of hearing the gardeners humming or the kids playing ball across the street, it kind of just reminds us that even in the midst of like all of this stuff that is going on that is so unfamiliar to, I would say, most all of us, that there are some normal things in the world. And I don't know if you can hear, I did put a load of laundry in today, so that is going on in the background. Let's see what else is going on today. I did place an order. Our local nursery is Armstrong's Nursery, and it's kind of a chain, but they're independently owned. They're closed, but they do have online ordering, and then you just call them when you're you place your order, you pay for it, call them when you're in the parking lot, pop your trunk, they literally put the plants in your trunk, and you drive home. So that is on the agenda for me today, to actually start my car, cross your fingers that it starts because it hasn't been started in a while, and head down there to pick up a few plants, and then I'll head outside. I'm working on a section in the garden, and I'll share that with you today. We have a little bitty shade garden that I'm going to share with you today. I think I'll just share that with you. And then next to the shade garden, there is like a dry riverbed. If you've seen my video, I think it was on this channel, where I cleared out a bunch of weeds. I have since redone that into a succulent garden. And I know not everybody loves succulents. I get that. I didn't for the very longest time, but they've kind of grown on me. And I think they look perfect in this kind of rock setting that I have. So I am working on actually that section plus the whole border that goes along, what is that, the east side of our fence, which gets western evening sun. It is amongst trees, so it's kind of, I'm considering it semi-shady as far as planting goes. So that is what I'm working on today. What I really wanted to talk to you about, and I meant to ask you this yesterday, how far is this social distancing going with you? So for me, my mom is 86 years old. She lives an hour from me. Normally I get out there every couple of weeks and I'll spend a couple of days with her. But since this has been going on, I really have been practicing social distancing with her, and it's so hard, but she is in the category of the most at risk. She's a healthy 86-year-old. I am not saying that, but just by her age, her immunity is going to be naturally less. Even though she takes her supplements, she's very good at taking care of herself, getting out, walking the dog, those kind of things. But she's someone that I am actually social distancing myself from. I'm probably the hardest one, with the exception of my grandchildren. So little John, who you guys all know, usually comes here every other week and stays with me a couple of days. It's just our thing. We hit the thrift stores. He finds something creative to do. We got him the bunny. So we just have such a wonderful, normal time together. he's not coming over, which is sad, but I totally understand it. My granddaughters who lived in New Mexico, they have moved here. It's been just over a year now. I'm used to seeing them at least once a week, and they are staying at home, and I am staying at home. So I'm just curious with you, are you social distancing from your family in that way? Or have you kind of made the exception for your grandchildren? I'm not judging either way. I totally get both ways, and I totally respect the parents of my grandchildren for what they are doing. So no judgment, just curious. I have some friends who see their grandchildren and others who have done the same as we have, and just kind of, it's just me and my husband against the world in this house right now. And Jackson and Brownie the rabbit, of course. So I'm just curious from you guys, what exactly are you doing as far as social distancing? So that was something that I had on my mind. The other, I had this one, but I guess I could bring it up. So we've talked about food and how much we're eating and how much we're cooking and all the comfort food and the baking and breads and all of that. So I have purposely been avoiding the scale. Now I can tell when I put my clothes on that things are just a little bit snugger than they used to be, but I have avoided the scale. And it's so funny how I think somehow not stepping on the scale just negates the fact that I probably have gained a few pounds. So I bit the bullet and I got on the scale, and yes, three pounds. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you consider we've only been sequestered here for not even 2 weeks maybe, and the fact that I'm only 5'3", 3 pounds is a lot for me. So I made it a point today to limit the number of times I can walk into the kitchen and cut a hunk of bread off and slather with butter and enjoy it. I'm trying to limit that, and then I always have something sweet with my coffee in the morning, and I have been limiting that as well. So I am gonna try to make a few healthier things for us to eat. My husband always has a great big salad for dinner. We won't mention the rest of the things go on his plate, but he always has a nice healthy salad. So we do try to eat our vegetables and our fruit. I think we've just been supplementing that with a little bit more comfort food than what we're used to doing. Oh, that's cold. Do you ever take a drink of coffee and you expect it to be one way and it's another? I'm not. If I know my coffee's cold and I brace myself for it, I'm not a snob. I will still drink it. But when you think it's hot and you drink it and it's cold, it's like a little bit bitter. So that's really all I have for you today. Let me know again what is on the menu. I did not make the chicken pot pie last night because by the time I cooked the chicken, it was like too late in my brain to start making all of the stuff for the pie. So that is actually what I'm making tonight. I did make chicken last night. I put half of it to the side so that I could use it in the pot pies today, which is not quite starting my healthy kick yet, but there's vegetables in there, so we're gonna take it at that. So I think that I will share just a little area of our shade garden today, and then I'll let you get a quick peek maybe at where I'm going in the days to come. So that's it, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know, are you avoiding the scale, for one? What are you doing for social distancing? And also, of course, what's on the menu? So enjoy our flowers, and I will pop back in tomorrow and we'll check in one more time. Have a wonderful Wednesday.